Hey everybody, this is No Arrows here, and right here in front of me we've got Sundowners, Volume 1, from Dark Horse by Tim Seeley and Jim Terry. And I'm not like a huge Tim Seeley guy. I mean, yeah, Hack Slash was good. It was interesting. It was, it's a good read. It's a fun read. Revival I really dig. That's a pretty sweet comic. But like, I don't know. I'm not super jazzed about the guy, but this is a pretty interesting comic. It's actually already canceled. This volume collects the first 6 issues, and there are 11 in all, and the last 5 were digital only. So yeah, this basically flopped, but it's pretty good. It's a superhero comic, kind of a unique one. It's you've got these heroes who are a part of this support group called the Sundowners, and because they have what's called they're diagnosed with what's called Sundowners syndrome, which is considered like a kind of a it's devised by this guy, Dr. Shreds, they call him, but his actual last name is Shredjic. But it's basically like a delusion that makes you think that, you need to go out and fight evil and stuff, basically like a superhero disorder. And but by the end of over the course of this volume, you find out that they're not actually delusional and that they're just the only people who know about this like alien invasion. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. It was, where was I? Yeah. I love this guy, by the way, but he dies really quick. Mr. Outsider. He looks really cool. I don't know why he killed him off immediately. I mean, that's not like a huge spoiler or anything. That happens, like, right away. But, yeah, I mean, it's, the style of it is like it keeps it kind of ambiguous as to whether or not they're crazy or not. Well, I mean, they're all like crazy, but it keeps it ambiguous as to just how much of their delusions are real and how much isn't. So it's kind of interesting in that aspect. Even their powers, like their supposed powers, by the end of this volume, I'm not like 100% sure, whether certain characters actually have any powers or not, or if they just imagine them. Which is interesting. I like that a lot. The art here is really good. It's not like mind-blowing or anything. I like the art in Revival a lot better, quite honestly, but it's like it's very like murky and sort of rough around the edges, which really suits this kind of street level, like dark underbelly kind of book. And some really neat imagery too. And I don't have too much more to say about it, I guess. The characters are all pretty good. A certain character who will not be named, even though I already named him, dies way too early, but that's not such a big deal. But I mean, they're all interesting. Like, their powers are cool. Like, there's this one woman who's like a kleptomaniac, and like she gets her powers from sinning. Like, if she commits like a biblical sin, like she gets a power boost from that. And just as an example. And got some character designs in the back of the book here. But yeah, I mean, it's canceled, so like, going into it with that mindset of, yeah, this isn't gonna none of the stuff that I'm reading is going to be adequately paid off. Like, that kind of lessened my enjoyment of it. But it is a solid comic. It's really weird that the first volume comes out after the book has already ended. Like, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't know why Dark Horse would do that. But I think if you see this, pick it up, especially if you like sort of unconventional superhero stories, which is one of my things. It's one of my favorite genres. Yeah, I would give it like I don't know. I'd give it like a 7, which is not bad at all. 7, that's pretty good. That's better than 6. Better than 5 for sure. So yeah, Sundowners, good comic.